I've once again engaged online with some less than stellar individuals, and I thought it would be notable to establish a few things about it. I'm not by any means even close to intelligent. However, parenting is something that I feel very strongly about. So the other day I posted this TikTok reading the babblings of an irate Redditor. I accidentally kicked down a toddler at an art museum today. I see this stupid mother let her 2 to 3 year old son run around an art gallery. Of course she is filming him and thinks it's the funniest, cutest thing. I was already like, you're a shitty mother in my head. I walked around the corner in mid-walk and kicked the kid down because he ran right in front of my leg. I said loudly, Jesus Christ, what are you, fucking stupid? I did not apologize and it felt good. I am done with idiot, inconsiderate people. But it's one thing to not want kids. It's one thing to want to have a kid-free life. It is another thing to be deliberately malicious about it. Being deliberately malicious to other people and their children is unacceptable behavior in public. The notion that parents aren't allowed to take their kids into public to enjoy the public is just asinine. Newsflash, children have human rights. I'm pretty sure they were apologetic. It was a big accident. Kid ran into your leg and you could have just been apologetic as well, but instead you were an absolute douchebag. Now, this video ignited a few flames. Some torches were lit and pitchforks were raised against me like I was Frankenstein's monster. Because how dare I defend a mother allowing her child to inappropriately run around a museum? Doesn't BoxBeard know that children shouldn't be running around art galleries? Brother, not one time was I challenging that. I wasn't claiming that the child should be allowed to run around the museum like it's recess, running amok in the art gallery like a damn playground. I was simply making the claim that this guy could have simply been respectful and had a conversation with the parent instead of creating a bigger scene. He's not Ben Stiller from Night at the Museum. He's not the night guard. He's not defending the museum from pharaohs, old rich people, and apparently now children. So people are up in my comments telling me that art galleries aren't the place to bring energetic children. Have you never been to an art gallery? Have you never had like a field trip as a kid where they just busloads of energetic children going to museums? Museums offer discounted prices and sometimes free admission for children to go to these places. Also, newsflash, if you don't know anything about 2 to 3 year old children, they're not very fast. They have a hard time keeping up with you walking as a grown adult. They gotta have like a little jog, like a little jitter, like a little God. So the only negative details that the Redditor used to describe the family was that the child was, quote, running around and that the mother was filming it. This could have been like a range of things. It could have ranged from the most simple, harmless child jog to absolutely cuckoo, the mask bouncing around the walls. So this guy could have absolutely just been exaggerating this entire thing and blowing it out of proportion. If the child was truly bouncing off of the walls and being an absolute public nuisance, then why not add more detail to his post? Why not describe that? Or involve museum staff in further resolving the issue? It just genuinely creeps me out when there's just so many grown adults who are frothing at the mouth for a chance to scream or yell at a child and their parents over something so trivial. And it's so sadistic. There's so many people who are like, oh, they gotta learn someday, fuck around, find out. Brother, it's a 3-year-old. You're not going to have to apply fuck around, find out logic to a fucking 3-year-old for bumping into you at the museum. All you actually have to do is, hey, my name is so-and-so. I'm so sorry. I don't want to ruin today. I don't want to ruin anyone's fun, but it's just kind of inappropriate to run around. Can we please not do that? Like, I'm sorry. I'm really not trying to make problems. Like, you literally have this thing called social skills. So that way you don't interrupt this other thing that families do called making memories together. There's just so many ways that you could go around making this a much more simple thing and not blowing it out of proportion by screaming and calling a mother fucking stupid because she has a child. It is so important to teach your children how to act in public. It's important to teach your kids not to run around museums. I never said that what they did was right. I never said that running around the museum and filming it was the right thing to do, that they weren't in the wrong for doing that. However, it's also important to teach your kids how to act in a museum so they don't grow up with explosive anger problems to where that when a child bumps into them, they fucking start screaming at people in front of everybody. Was the family wrong in this situation? Yeah, probably. Should the punishment for that be verbal abuse from a stranger? Absolutely not. Thanks for watching. Like and sub for more. See ya.
Complete.